the tape for this welterweight matchup. The Dane, 2 years the elder of the American, 2 inches taller. He will have a slight reach advantage. With the introductions, once again, Bruce Buffer.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Josh Rosenthal.
Josh Rosenthal, the veteran, our referee for this welterweight fight. Martin Kampmann against Rick Story. And here we go. Rick Story, the southpaw.
And Story always plows forward and tries to connect with big shots. And the key to Martin is he's got to take angles and counter as Story plods forward.
And he plods forward with big shots to the body, like right there.
Yeah, that was a brutal left hook.
He is swinging for the fences early.
Kampmann's hurt. Kampmann got hit with a big shot there, Mike.
Story very, very powerful. A welterweight.
Yeah, and that is not where Kampmann wants to be. Kampmann wants to make sure that when he's up against the cage, he's not exchanging with Story, but he's trying to get out of there. Clinch up and get out of there, and in the middle of the octagon, he's a much more technical striker. He's got a great guillotine choke, though. Story is bleeding, Mike, over his right eyebrow.
Kampmann wants to take angles. He wants to be more technical. Wants to turn it into more of a, a pure Muay Thai matchup if they stay on the feet, Joe, where Rick Story loves a brawl.
Yeah, Story wants to get him up to the cage where he can't move. He can't take those angles. And that's why it's important for Kampmann to make sure that when they're up against the cage, he clinches and then gets out of there.
Cut on the right
hand by Kampmann.
Of Martin Kampmann. And again, it's Story, that big, powerful wrestler with heavy hands, looking for the body shots. Nice lead right hook.
So that's much better. Kampmann moved off there, but Story is always dangerous.
Now, the interesting thing to see is if all of a sudden, nice body. Yeah, good head movement, though, on the slip, on the counter. But it'll be interesting to see if Story tries to set up a takedown here soon, because he's come out aggressively with his strikes.
Kampmann's bleeding as well now. And you know what? Looking at both of those guys' eyebrows, they're both in the exact same spot.
Yeah.
It could have even easily been from a clash of heads.
Nice. Quick kick. And it might have been in that tight spot when Rick threw the body shot, Joe, and they were up against the octagon, opposite side of our position, right early in the fight. Nonetheless, they're both battling through it. Just past the midway point here in round 1. And again, looking for the body shot is Rick Story. Story connects with the right hook. Kampmann just out of the range of the jab of Rick Story. Nice slip and rip by Martin Kampmann.
Well, we've isolated what did the damage to Kampmann, and it was a Rick Story left hook and then a left elbow behind it. But both guys, as we said, are bleeding over the exact same spot. This is a much better fight here for Kampmann this way.
Yes. Because it's a bit more technical.
Yeah,
keep it in the center, keep it more technical. Story with good head movement and follows it with the left hand. Rick Story just, he looks much more comfortable tonight with his striking. It's not as stiff and it seems much more effortless this evening.
Yeah, but Kampmann is starting to find the range, Mike, and he connected with a nice right hand there.
Yeah, make no mistake, when you look at the pedigree of the Muay Thai and the kickboxing, that check mark is on the side of Kampmann.
It does, but Rick Story has really surprised me several times, especially in the Thiago Alves fight. He's just a really tough, strong kid.
He got smothered, Alves did, by Rick Story.
Yeah, I mean, he's been able to do this to everybody.
Yeah.
The Dustin Hazen fight was a real eye-opener for a lot of people. Right hand on the clinch, on the break, rather. Good straight left. by Story.
Story did a nice job of trying to position the body. Nice body shot.
He goes to the body so well.
Really fast-paced round number 1 here with 15 seconds remaining. You hear the corner, gentle, gentle, punch and move. That's the Martin Kampmann Danish style. To the body again, Rick Story.
Is that what they're saying, gentle?
It was like kind of that pat, 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 boom. They'll set it up, change gears a little bit.
I thought he was saying circle, circle, punch and move, but I could be wrong.
Hey, just
I'm getting older. I have another birthday coming up. My hearing's going for certain.
Nice deep breaths.
Well, the corners aren't mic'd, you know, when they're out there yelling, it's hard to hear.
Okay, everything's gonna be speed out there, okay? We're doing everything good. But I want you to every now and then give me a leg kick on the inside, all right? This is right in front of you. Don't overthink things out there. Speed, find your lane.
There's the Rick Story left hand. I mean, he just swings these shots and he gets in close. And there's another left hand. There's the elbow. And that is what cut him.
Yeah.
And there's a clash of heads as well.
Hey, Ricky, doing your game plan perfect. Same thing, Ricky, same thing, okay?
Getting set for the start of round number 2. UFC 139, Shogun versus Henderson.
Gentlemen, fight.
Head kick. Almost got that knee. Kampmann trying to find the range here. Caught him with the counter right. Oh! He throws everything with bad intention. Not a ton of kicks.
Kampmann is finding the range through that right hand, Mike. That's twice he's landed it. That's the third time. And Rick Story's backing up. I think that hurt him. I think he's hurt.
And again with the right hand, Joe, just as you talked about it.
Yeah, he's finding the range, and he's throwing a picture-perfect right hand. He's not throwing it the way Story's throwing it with every ounce of his might in it, but he's landing it over and over and over again. He landed it again.
And he looked to follow up with the head kick. And that's the old, pick your opponent apart philosophy. And that's the approach that Kampmann has the ability to take against many opponents.
And he landed it again. Yeah, very technical in his approach. But Story is he's not unskilled technically, but he is a wild beast in there as well.
Described as a Sherman tank before, and I think that's pretty apropos.
Kampmann is doing a real good job of looking for that opening. Jabbing, feinting, moving in and out, and there's it again.
Story the aggressor, pushing forward. 2 right hooks connect. Missed with the big left. Stalking Kampmann is Rick Story. Story's really been working that body a lot, and now he's starting to go there again here in round 2.
Yeah, this is becoming more of a technical striking match, and that's why Rick Story's getting busted up.
Low inside. Low inside. Low inside.
Again to the body.
Yeah, he's very wise with those body shots. It's a really underutilized weapon in MMA. Nick Diaz loves the body shots. He's probably one of the best at it. Nice takedown, brilliantly done. Kampmann is so good at those misdirection trips.
Known for his striking, but 9 of his wins have come by submission. 9 of 17 overall for Martin Kampmann.
His submission game is very solid. He's looking for an arm triangle. He's looking for an arm triangle on the left arm, and he's very good at that move. There he goes. He's pinned it down. He's trying to get it. He's hunting for it, Mike.
Under 90 seconds, Joe, on the clock here in the second round.
He submitted Drew McFedry. He's put him to sleep with this very move. And he's looking for it again on Rick Story. Rick Story's well aware of this technique. It's one of his favorite moves as well. Kampmann struggling to get that left arm isolated, even while he's still locked in half guard. And it's an awkward half guard. If it was on his left leg, it would be a bit more easy to separate and get the leg free and then hop over to the other side. But most likely, if he gets his right leg free, he'll be on the wrong side, unless he gets his right leg free and moves right into the full mount. But he is trying very hard to get that. What he's trying to do, Mike, is pull Story's arm closer to his head and then isolate it with his head and his neck, which he will then pin down to the floor of the cage to hold it in place. He's fighting for it over and over again. He's going to wear Story out as he does this. See how he's doing it? Now he wants to get his head on the other side of Rick Story's arm, so that Rick Story's arm is on the left side of Martin Kampmann's face.
20 seconds. Now 15 on the clock here in the second.
Humiliating for Rick Story, though, that he keeps going for the same thing over and over and over again. Story is just kind of hanging on.
Final seconds of the round.
Knowing that all he's doing here is defending.
Impressive change of gears by Kampmann when he got the takedown and showcased his ground game.
Get over here.
All right, Ricky.
That's what I need from you, man. I need you to put pressure on him right here. Come on, Don. Help me here.
Hold this.
Put pressure on this.
Ricky, you lost
Pressure
that
on.
round. Okay? Now let's go back to the game plan. Start getting him on the fence. You're doing perfect. Just quit throwing 1 and 2 at a time, okay? You got to start putting them together.
With your other hand, wipe that face.
We got to trim the hand wraps as well. Right hand.
We don't have scissors for that.
I'm not ready for that yet. Clean space, come on.
And let's see here. There's a nice right hand by Martin Kampmann, and another one right on the chin.
Seconds out, let's go.
And there's another one, and we see him shake his hand a little bit after that. Hopefully he didn't hurt it. And here's a nice trip. Look at that. Very nicely done.
Martin the Hitman Kampmann. Rick the Horror Story. Third and final round. The corner of Story saying, let's go back to the original game plan. Up against the cage, punish the body.
What a body
Vicious.
shot. Yeah, Rick's Story is freakish strong, Mike. The amount of effort he puts into those punches is substantial. Kampmann able to use his technique, turn it around. Now he's looking to take Story down. He's got Story's left arm kind of tied up here. It's real close to his body. Story trying to shove it under there and get some space.
That wide stance making it tough. Now it isn't wide, but it was making it difficult a moment ago for Kampmann to complete the takedown.
Yeah, good job by Story. Good takedown defense. Look at that. Nice. And right back up to his feet, but this time Kampmann's got his back. If Kampmann can switch to an over-under, Mike, he may just try to take the back right here. He's got one hook in. The real problem is the way he's grabbing. Right now he's got two underhooks, and he wants to make one of them an overhook.
Rick able to spin, and they meet in the center again. Body. Oh, the knee just missed. Under 3.5 remains in the fight. Getting into brawl mode again, which favored it Rick Story at least earlier in the fight.
Kampmann again look for a takedown.
And it's really all about pressure now for Rick Story.
Story gets the takedown here. Very briefly, Kampmann trying to get back up to his feet, and he does.
Yeah, able to wall walk. He wants to get off that cage, though. And back towards the center. It's almost like Kampmann would like to reset and get it out of brawl mode.
You see how he landed that right hand, Mike? So technical, no effort behind it whatsoever. He's going to use that same misdirection trip, and Story realizes it.
And you know what? You can see that Martin Kampmann did his homework with the counter wrestling. Rick Story having an extremely difficult time taking Martin the Hitman Kampmann down tonight.
Elbows, short elbows. Short elbows,
Kampmann, a longtime member of the Extreme Couture team. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt under Robert Drysdale. Just over 2 on the clock.
The only thing that's keeping Rick Story right now from getting his back taken is that whizzer. He's got to really dig hard in that whizzer. Now Martin's past it. Now Martin's got his back.
If
Martin wants to take his back, again, he's got to switch to an over-under. Not just the double underhooks, but throw the choking arm over the shoulder, whether it's his right or his left, whichever one he likes best. Suplex.
Martin Kampmann is winning the battle of wrestling against Rick Story, who wrestled collegiately and was an NAIA national runner-up with 33 wins at Southern Oregon his senior year. But you hang around Extreme Couture long enough, you're going to turn into a pretty good wrestler.
Yeah, it's an excellent place to learn how to wrestle and learn wrestling defense. Again, nice trip. Story up to his feet again.
Under a minute now.
Nails him with the right hand.
Looking for the takedown. Gets it. Now can he wall walk right away again? Yeah.
Right back up.
Nicely done. Taken down twice in this round, Joe, but immediately Kampmann gets back to his feet.
Again, Kampmann putting a lot of pressure on him. He's going to take that back one more time. If he can get past that whizzer. It's only the right arm, and Story letting it go, gave up his back. He just gave up his back. He reached over. I don't know why he did that. That was a technical error by Rick Story. Kampmann's got the arm in.
15 seconds left in the fight.
He's looking for the choke. The only thing that's defending right now is Rick Story's arms.
Trying to get the finish by submission. Clock is going to tick away. And this fight is going to go the distance.
Nicely done by Martin Kampmann.
Absolutely.
Weathered the storm.
Yep.
Was the matador to the bull. Used some real good technical striking, some great trips, good takedown defense. All around solid performance by Martin in holding off one of the strongest up-and-coming young contenders. And there, early in the fight, Rick Story was just a beast. Elbows and punches, just attacking over and over, knees. And the second round goes to the body and to the head. But Kampmann started to find his range, started to find that real technical right hand. And you notice how when he throws it, not nearly as much effort behind it, but it lands. And here Rick Story made the big error of reaching back and grabbing the head of Martin Kampmann instead of holding on to that whizzer. And Kampmann was able to get his back. A little too late, though. Story was able to defend. He got the body triangle, though, and Story was in all sorts of trouble, but he ran out of time.
Yep, please. All right.
More time.
It's all a learning curve.
Kampmann and Story await the judge's decision. And you put it perfectly, Joe. I mean, Martin Kampmann weathered the early storm. There were some vicious body shots thrown by Rick Story early in the first round. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score this contest 29-28, Story, 30-27, Kampmann, and 29-28 for the winner by split decision, Martin Hitman Kampmann.